Hey everybody, Joe Vanourney, Cherry the Geek TV. We are here at San Diego Comic-Con 2023. We're talking about the new graphic novel, Defiant, which is the story of Robert Smalls, coming out soon from Legion M. And we're joined by the cover artist, Nik Draper-Ivey. Welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. Talk about this project, Defiant. Who is Robert Smalls? What's his story, and why did you want to be a part of this project?
Oh man, who wasn't Robert Smalls? I wanted to be part of this project because most of us went to school and heard about this man that got a hold of this ship and set these slaves free. But there's so much more that he did, and in this comic we get to explore those things. About the printing press, and we find out about the school systems and all of these amazing things that he did against all odds. So that kind of drew me to the project. Yeah.
Talk about the cover. What was the inspiration for it? What was this kind of style that you were going for?
Okay, so the cover, I tried to do something a little bit different and give it kind of this, textured look, something that looked like it was worn almost. Most of my background is comics and anime and things like that, so I tried to kind of do something that's a little bit more challenging for me and very more subdued, I guess. But I think there'll be other covers where it will probably lean into more of my influences a little bit. It's pretty exciting, but the first cover especially, the process was trying to get his eyes right, and we just had to make sure that the focal point, the cover is defiant. You had to see it on his face. So that was really interesting. It's working closely with Rob. He was very particular. We just kept going back and forth over the eyes. So
the artist that's doing the artwork inside the book is Ray Anthony Height.
Yeah.
Do you do any collaboration with him? Are you guys talking back and forth as to what he's doing? Is he asking you what you're doing?
Somewhat. I mean, I think because I do the cover illustration, so it almost sets the tone, I guess. But he's doing his own thing. But we talk back and forth a little bit, but mostly I kind of let him do his thing. And then Rob will also send me something that he's done in the interiors, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I riff off of that for the cover. So it's a good balance.
How's it been working on this project as a Legion M project funded by fans? What are your thoughts on this, where you kind of have your own team and you get to do what you want to do without interference from a corporate entity?
I honestly think it's amazing. Seeing how quickly it was funded on Kickstarter and seeing the push for this and how people wanted to see the story. It's an honor to be a part of something like that. So I'm just excited to see where everything goes, honestly, yeah.
Well, you can check out Defiant. It's still available to back on Kickstarter, and they're having the big reveal today at San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you so much, Nick, for chatting with us today on Cherry the Geek TV. Stay tuned for more covers here at San Diego Comic-Con.
Robert Smalls was a harbor pilot, forced to steer huge ships through Charleston Harbor for the Confederacy.
There was a United States blockade just outside the mouth of the harbor, and he knew that if he could somehow get there, that he'd be free.
Came the night of May 12th of 1862. He got his family and the family of all of the enslaved crew on a 140-foot gunship, and they stole it.
They sailed to the side of the USS Onward, and jaws were on the floor. It broke so many stereotypes about what enslaved people could do, who they were. They make him the captain of the vessel, first African American to command a United States naval vessel, to being the most senior African American to serve during the Civil War. He started a railroad. He ran for Congress successfully many times. He is the reason why we have a public school system. He's the reason why black people are in the military.
He actually bought the mansion that he was a former slave in.
Who walks up to the steps of that home but the widow of his former master? She's got dementia. It's the only address she can remember. They take her in.
Only a superhero could have that type of empathy, that type of humility, that type of forgiveness.
My name is Rob Edwards. I'm the writer of Defiant. Before that, I wrote a movie called The Princess and the Frog, Treasure Planet, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Full House, In Living Color, a bunch of stuff. We're producing a feature film and graphic novel about the amazing life of Captain Robert Smalls.
Everything on on television at this point is a video game or a graphic novel. And I think that speaks to the importance and the impact that this youth generation that we're in right now has on entertainment. My name is Marvin Jones III. Many of you may know me from Black Lightning, Harry's Law, Enter the Spider-Verse. The Robert Smalls story is, to me, a complete American superhero story.
Some contexts he's captain, others he's congressman. I grew up hearing about Grandpa. My name is Michael Boulware Moore. I really have a cellular connection to the story about my great-great-grandfather.
Hey everyone, it's Chris Cooper with Legion M, associate producer on Defiant. Thank you to everyone out there supporting this project right now. We are so excited to bring this incredible story to life.
Every time you hear stories like this told, you hear about just the pain of slavery, and there'll be a lot of that, and then there'll be an escape. And then the end of it is, oh good, he's free. But nobody ever talks about what happened afterwards. The world of Black America changed. Doctors, lawyers, millionaires came out of nowhere. Robert Smalls was key to that. He was the embodiment of all the great things that were happening during Reconstruction. We get to make the movie we want to make once the graphic novel is out there, because people will understand what we're doing.
Hollywood had over 100 years to tell this story. They've made more than 10 Fast and the Furious movies, 2 Emoji movies, and they haven't made this one yet. But we're trying to fix that. Legion M loves making movies, but we know they're expensive, they take a long time to get made, and they're really complex. And a story like Robert Smalls deserves to be told now. Releasing a graphic novel allows us to get this incredible story out sooner.
Creating something that can package just such a powerful story in a compelling, even riveting kind of a way.
It's got some fantastic artwork. It's one of those things that rewards you for reading it twice because the visuals are so stunning.
We're working with an all-star team on this project. We have Rob Edwards, writer of Treasure Planet and Princess and the Frog. He's writing the graphic novel. We have Nik Draper-Ivey, who did the cover for Kendrick Lamar's Black Panther, the movie album. He's doing our covers. We have Ray Anthony Height, who did Luke Cage, Star Wars, Midnight Tiger. He's doing our interiors. And editing the whole thing, we have Chris Robinson, who edited Marvel's Black Panther.
Robert Smalls, that story essentially impacts Black people today, and being tasked to be part of the team that's bringing the graphic novel to life using my experiences as a superhero comic artist all these years, it's an honor.
The team that Legion M has pulled together is just a fabulous group.
I think this is this kind of story that you want to help tell.
To the extent that it's relevant, I think the family will be 1000% behind the project and give a measure of authenticity and approval.
We want you to join us. We want you to join the Legion and help us tell this great story.